Hey guys, Pete from Pete2Cents.com, January 25th, 2010, here with you to close out the day. As I told you before, market's still trading in a range. We ended up in the green, 23 points up on the Dow, 5 points up on the S&P, and also 5 points up on NASDAQ. Still not too confident in this market, trading in a large range and kind of a wide gap, which makes me a little concerned. We still are in earnings season, so that creates a little bit of a whiplash with a lot of stocks, especially the big boys like Google, Apple, which is reporting in a few minutes. It's 4:10 right now, so they should be reporting. I think it's either in the next 5 minutes or within the hour. With that said, so there's going to be a lot of whiplash, pre-market, aftermarket. During the course of the day, you got a lot of options being bought and sold as well. So there's a lot of volatility in the market, which is great if you are on the right side of the trade. If you're not, you'll get yourself in trouble real quick. So be careful if you're not used to this kind of whiplash. Either lower your positioning in shares or just stay in the sidelines and watch because it's a little bit of a dangerous market right now. And also, we are in a little bit of a bear trend as I speak. Overall, I am very bullish. What's going to make me feel a little bit more comfortable is the S&P 500 to be trading above its 50-day. It's trading below its 50-day right now, and that makes me a little bit uncomfortable. We're looking at the Apple stock here, so this is the Apple because we're waiting for earnings to come out. But as far as the S&P, if once it gets above its 50-day, I'll feel a lot more comfortable, and then we can get back into rallying and buying stocks and going from there. I just saw a report that a lot of analysts, which you can trust with a grain of salt, stating and just broadcasting and trying to put out the word to double down on their stocks. CNBC was reporting or interviewing a couple analysts, and they were like, "Yeah, it's a great time to buy equities, double down, this and that." Again, be careful with these guys and what they're saying. Be careful with the news. Be careful because we're in earnings season. There's a lot of caution to be aware of right now because Wall Street will take your money in 2 seconds. So if you're not careful and you try to be a cowboy, you're going to lose. Guaranteed. It's happened to me. It's happened to a lot of people. I think it happens to everybody when they start trading. So, be cautious. Everything is pretty much common sense. So if you see something that just doesn't fly with you, just don't do it. Sit in the sidelines, learn from the trade. There's always a trade around the corner. If you didn't do it today, you can do it tomorrow with the same stock or with a different stock. So don't drive yourself crazy with that. Okay? I think the best thing to do right now, if you feel a little weary and your stomach is like tightening up and turning a little bit, is to work on your watch list. Readjust your watch list. Look at the losers. Look at the winners, or at least the winners that you think are going to be winners. And clean it out. Do a little bit of spring cleaning. You know what I mean? So if your watch list isn't up to par, I think right now, since we're watching a little bit of the paint dry in the market, it's a great time to play with your watch list and just adjust it. Update it. Make sure that tomorrow's winners are where you want them to be, above the 50-day, above the 200-day. Whatever your strategy is, make sure the fundamentals are still holding to when you first analyze them. So there's a lot of things you can do with that, and that takes a little bit of time. So if you have a watch list of 20, 50 stocks, it's going to take you a couple of days to put that back in order. So it's good time so you don't get bored and you don't get pissed off at the market. Okay? That's one thing. Watch out because there's a lot of shorts. I mean, in Twitterville, and a lot of the blogs that I read, just a lot of chatter out there. There's a lot of shorts out there. They're trying to take down the market, put us under the 200-day overall. So I would be very, very, very careful with that. So there's a lot of shorts. We can squeeze them out, but we got to make sure that we get by earnings season in addition to getting above the 50-day with the S&P 500. So just be aware there's a lot of guys playing the short end of the market right now. Okay? Another thing to be aware, which I do it sometimes, it's not the right thing to do, but you got to be careful that If a stock usually starts falling past 20, 30, 40, 50 cents under the 50-day, call it a day. Very few stocks that have strong fundamentals, or their whole sector or industry is going, or you think it's going to rise, then at that point you can stick with it. Otherwise, if a stock falls below its 50, okay, I think you should dump it. Usually, stocks will start failing from its 50 and then fall down to the 200 or any other major support line, to get back in track. Okay, so make sure, because that's a main indicator in this game. Okay, the 50. So if the 50-day breaks apart, okay, call it a day or reanalyze the stock. Make sure. I mean, you don't have to, like I told you before, you don't have to be a cowboy. You can get into another stock or just wait till get stopped out, let the stock come back and come down, and then you can jump back in without a problem. Okay. Great earnings on AK Steel, ticker symbol AKS. I think AK Steel has some more room to go. I don't have the stock up. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let's see here. I always get stuck on this. AK Steel. Yeah, you'll see it's trading right underneath its 50. It had great earnings. It's up a buck today. Came out with great earnings. A lot of room for this stock. It's at 21.27. You can definitely see $25, $27 easily on this stock. So I think it's a great entry point. It's already done its earnings, so you don't have really too much whiplash to worry about. It's a strong stock. You'll see here. You see it's a nice. It trended up nicely, and here and it pulled back on the 50 right into earnings. Boom, you're right about it. Ticker symbol AK Steel. Well, that doesn't sound right. AK Steel, ticker symbol AKS. Great entry point. You can pick it up here. And Apple's coming out in a few minutes. Apple's Apple. Let's see if it becomes a winner, as it usually does. All right, guys. We'll see you in the morning. This is Pete from PeteSucents.com. Thanks, guys.